story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Nobody was innocent at this gig. I'm not changing any names. I mean, nobody was innocent at all, especially me. And it was horrible, and we all lived, and this is what happened. Doing a gig at Randall's Island, and it's hot, it's dirty, everything sucks, and we all don't want to be there. We don't have enough labor for everything is moving slow, and the gig completely sucks. We have 3 stages there, and they're really far apart. I'm at the A stage, Scott is at the B stage, and my brothers and a bunch of other people are at the C stage, doing the whatever. The main stage, I had built this massive audio system. I mean, where I just rented in as much low frequencies as I could from as many different companies as I could, just to get as much impact into the main zone for this rave. Outdoors, you know, summertime 1998, just brutal heat outside, and to just try to crush with some low frequency. The promoter shows up and has this big fit, saying, oh, this is never gonna work, this is never gonna work, and has a big fit, has a big tantrum. Well, you know, so you know what I do? I fired up some 9-inch nails with the PA. And he about shit his pants, and that was the end of the conversation about, oh, this might not be enough. One of the crises that I was having is that somebody had run some cable downstage right, and every time I walked into the front of the stage or went under the stage, I tripped over this cable. Now, after I tripped on it the first time, yeah, okay, that's my fault, but I tripped on that cable an awful lot. And then we heard that there was this big incident that happened over in the catering tent. It was one of those deals where they had made, okay, now we're going to start using meal tickets, but all the audio crew didn't have meal tickets. And so our audio tech, Scott, he met somebody new when he went to catering, and the guy asked him for a meal ticket, and Scott didn't have one. Scott's a big guy, and I have seen him get mad at food before, even when the food sucks. And when no food at all, that's a good reason to get pissed off. Now, Scott will say that I exaggerate this story, but here's what... I walk into the catering tent and all the tables have been flipped over. The chairs are knocked around. There's some young kid who's just like shaking. I'm like, what went on here? And the kid said,
some big guy showed up and I asked him for his meal ticket and he had a big fit and he flipped all the tables and he grabbed a Pepsi and he walked away.
Big guy, flipped out, grabbed a Pepsi. Gotta be Scott. Before the show started, I had to go back to the stage for one more thing, and my brother John was with me. We cut through there, and I tripped over that goddamn cable one more time. I was so pissed, you know? I was so pissed, and I don't remember exactly what happened to that cable.
I'll tell you what happened to that cable. My brother Pete grabbed that cable, put it under his boot, and he crushed it, and he pulled it, and it snapped in half. I said, oh my God, I wonder what that thing does. He goes, who gives a fuck? It's not going to trip anybody else again.
Go back to front of house and the front of house mixer for the gig, and we get ready to start, and the show starts, and I bring up the audio, and the thing light comes to life, and none of the lights come on. And I look behind me, and the lighting guys are just panicked, and they've completely lost control of the stage, and none of their lights are working at all. And my brother John looks at me, and I look at him and go, what about that cable?
A little creepy.